everyone, welcome back to Storky Farmstead. So I wanted to show you guys how our Dogo puppy is adjusting and how we have already started his training. Now there's a lot of bugs out here today. Now he came to us, he was 10 weeks old, okay, 22 pounds. And he had been with his mom, his dad, and his siblings all of his life. He was not afraid of people, but he was terrified when he got here for this first day. Now we've had him for a little over 24 hours and he is adjusting super well to our dogs and they to them. And it is important, guys, because I have a 3.5-year-old, over 80-pound King Shepherd. Now, which is a German Shepherd, just means that he's 75% registered Shepherd and a quarter of a larger breed mixed in, which makes him bigger with a straight back than your average German Shepherd. Now this dog is so well trained. He's also extremely gentle, but very protective of his mom. Little boy back there, his name is Samson. He's already 22 pounds. He's only like 85. He's gonna catch him in the next 6 months. So it's super important for me to work on training while I can control him, because he's gonna outpower me in the next 6 months. So I try to tell people that, yeah, he's super adorable right now, y'all. He's got like these big little fat feet and he's just got this big mastiff face and you just want to baby kiss him and spoil him. Now's not the time to spoil him, okay? So I do an umbilical training, which means if he's out of that pen or out of his inside kennel, he is attached to me, all right? Unless my husband is home. Now, the reason I do that is this keeps me, isn't he adorable? This keeps me from having to deal with behavior problems that most people accidentally get themselves into. Guys, it's so important that you understand that he does not speak English. That puppy doesn't know anything that I'm saying. Samson! Good boy! He's not even looking at me. Okay, like legitimately, when I speak, he does not listen. He doesn't know to listen. He doesn't speak English, okay? He doesn't speak Spanish. He doesn't speak anything. Russian, he just doesn't speak it. So I have to teach it to him, okay? So the way that I'm going to do that is that when he's out of that kennel, I'm going to get his leash right now. We walk on the leash. Now, let me tell you guys, when we put him on the leash yesterday, he literally threw himself on the ground and laid there. Now, a lot of people tell you just drag him, they'll eventually get up. Do not do that. You could ruin his throat, you could choke him. Don't do it. You can actually break bones in their neck. What we did was, we went and got the German Shepherd, who is extremely well trained. And we put him on a leash, and I walked the German Shepherd, Steven walked the Dogo. That puppy was nailing it. He loves Hammer so much that he was gonna do anything that the big dog did. So I tell people this a lot. If you can't train a dog, please don't have kids. And that's gonna offend people. I know it is. People are so easily offended nowadays. But just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Don't just grab onto that and be like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. Listen to what I'm saying. A dog is so much easier to train, guys, than a child is, okay? They really are. If you don't have time to put into training a dog, how are you going to potty train your child, teach them table manners, raise them up in the way that they should go so they won't depart from it? How are you gonna find time for that? That's what I mean by that. Now, the concept behind training a dog is very similar to training a child, okay? I'm not comparing kids to dogs. Listen what I'm saying. If you want your child to do a certain behavior, you demonstrate the behavior, right? You get their attention first. You make sure that they're not on their phone, playing a video game, or outside running around in circles while you're trying to talk to them. You make them look at you, right? You make eye contact. You tell them exactly what you want done, and then you wait to see if they're going to execute it. If they do, you reward them. If they do not, you discipline them. It's the same way when you train a dog. But here's the kicker. How do you get that puppy to notice you? How do you get that puppy to make eye contact with you and realize that you're actually telling them to do something, right? Like how? How does that happen? And a lot of people have no clue. How it happens is we use an e-collar. No, I do not shock my dogs. No, I do not use it off of a leash. I vibrate it like a pager. When it vibrates on his little neck, I say his name, Samson. And when he looks up at me like, or what's this? I give him a command and then I execute it. Like I show it to him. If I want him to sit, I get him in the sit position. Then I give him a reward. And we do that over and over and over. I don't do any more commands until he has executed that command at 100% of the time. So it might take me 3 weeks to actually get him to understand the sit command and give it to him over and over and over. I don't leave the e-collar on him all day. It's not a discipline technique for me. It is a training tool only. I don't need it to shock him because he doesn't have the ability to run around my property. You don't see the puppy just running all over the place. Don't do that because he doesn't come back when I call him yet. He doesn't even know his name. I've only had him like 30 hours. He's going to be 140 plus pounds. In fact, he'll be 90 pounds in the next 8 to 10 months. So bigger than him. So my thing is, I'm not going to have this puppy just free running my property, right? He's going to get away from me. He's going to get hurt. He's going to irritate one of my 2 bigger dogs, and they're going to talk back to him. They're going to put him in his place like dogs do. And I don't need any of that nonsense. So how we're going to do it here, today I will go put him on his leash. I will walk him to the end of the driveway, and I will walk him back. I'll walk him to the end of the driveway, and I will walk him back. And then I will put him back out in his pen to play by himself. Hammer will demonstrate to him what I'm expecting of him, and I will speak to him and talk to him. Is he on an e-collar right now? No. Not at 10 weeks. The e-collar will come when he hits 12 weeks old. That's 3 months old. That's when I started him. He does not have on an e-collar right now. He is not kenneled and he is not on a leash. That dog will do anything I ask him to because I trained him consistently over months and months and months. Hammer. Good boy. See how he looked at me? You know why he looked at me when I said his name? Because I trained him when I said his name with the e-collar to look at me. So now he can be doing anything, going after anything. But when I say his name, it is ingrained in that big, beautiful German Shepherd head to look for me. And that's what he should be doing. I don't need him to think. When a dog thinks on his own, he gets in trouble. Just like when a child has to think like an adult, they make the wrong decision. Okay? And I mean that, guys. Think about what I'm saying. A child cannot make adult decisions without making them incorrectly most of the time because they don't have the facilities to think like you think. My dog, my 80-something pound King Shepherd does not need to decide if that is a friend or a foe. He doesn't need to decide if he should come or he should go. He doesn't get to decide anything. I decide. Because I'm the adult here. I am the human. I am 100% responsible for the care and stewardship of this dog. He does not get to roam free and do whatever he wants to do, because if he did, he'd be laying up in the middle of my king-size bed, eating cheese puffs, and he would never get out of bed. That's what my King Shepherd would legitimately do if I let him. I'm serious. I know my dog. Like, he would be 195 pounds of fluffiness, eating cheese puffs, doing nothing at all day. Instead, what I've got is a beautiful livestock guardian that will protect everything on my farm, has never hurt an animal. He has been raised with baby goats, with chickens, with rabbits. He saved their lives. He has brought injured animals back to us. Super, super good dog because I trained him, all right? I trained him. He's not going to bark at you when you pull up, but if you grab me and I scream, he's going to rip you to pieces. I mean, like, I promise you. There's an old Indian proverb that I love to tell people when they see my German Shepherd sitting there with his ears up doing the police dog representation, and he never makes a sound, but he's staring at them, and it kind of freaks them out. And this is what I tell them. There's an old Indian proverb that says, beware the man that does not speak. Beware the dog that does not bark. He does not bark. He'll low woof and he'll low growl, but he doesn't bark. Huh, my man. Oh, my friend, I love your face. I love your face. This is literally the best dog ever. And you know why he's such a good dog, guys? I spent hours with him. I'm going to do the same with the Dogo puppy. I made this video today to encourage you. I didn't have any formal training on training dogs, but I had a love for the pet that God gave me. I studied. We waited 8 years to get this Dogo puppy. This wasn't like, oh, hey, let's go get this 140-pound plus Argentina breed Mastiff and bring him here to South Louisiana and let him just do whatever he's going to do. No. Same thing with this German Shepherd. Soon as I got him, I realized, oh, I'm way over my head. This dog is not training like I thought he should. I don't know how to train a dog. Like, it just clicked one day. He's about 11 weeks old, and I realized I don't know how to train this dog. Like, this dog he was like 17 pounds. And I'm thinking, oh my God, if I don't figure out how to get this dog to do what I want him to do, how am I going to control him when he's full grown? Like, he's not feeling that well right now, so his weight's a little down, but normally he's like 90 plus pounds. There's no way I could stop that dog, guys. Like, I mean, I want you to think about that. There is no way I could control that German Shepherd if I had not trained him. He would be a menace. He would be a danger to anybody that came on this property around me because he loves me that much. Like, he'll tolerate my husband. In fact, he listens to him better because my husband is alpha and he knows it. But in his heart, that is my dog. He literally moon eyes me. Wherever I go on the property, he goes to. We are always within a few, like 20 feet at most from each other. If I'm on the porch, he's under it. If I'm in the garden, he's on the edge of it. Like, if I go in the chicken coop, he's by the door. Like, I go in the shop, he goes first. It's that bad. Like, it's that bad. So I tell people, like, what would I have done if I had not trained him to let me make the decisions? And you tried to get near me and he loves me that much. Do you know what he would do to somebody? And whose fault is that? Would it have been his? No. There are no bad dogs. There are bad owners. So I hope that you continue to watch and that you just kind of glean as we train this puppy. We're going to do videos for you. I hope that you watch, that you join in with us in getting Samson ready to be part of the Starkey Farmstead crew. He is going to be a draw. People are going to come from all over the place to see this Dogo do what he's going to do. Because I'm going to train him just like a trained hammer. Because have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.